Hi guys, welcome back to the Ravenous Rebellion Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. Okay, so I'm here to do a general reading. If these messages resonate with you, it's all good. If they don't resonate with you, maybe next time, okay? All right, so let's see, Holy Spirit, what do we have for the collective today? Okay, the energy is calming down a little bit. It's not as intense as the past few days. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Okay, something about your seventh house. Okay, your relationship. And it could be any type of relationship. It could, it could be a romantic relationship with the seventh house. Libra represents the seventh house. But it could also be cooperations. It could also be people that you partner up with when making money or financial decisions. Okay, let's see. You're about to get a fair deal. You're about to get what you deserve. Okay, something to do with your second house, what you deem as valuable to you. The second house is ruled by Taurus, so everything to do with luxury and your wealth, material wealth. Okay, so that's about to change. That's about to change. It's going through some type of transformation because we have the eighth house under the deck, so major change, major transformation. If you're into spirituality, that's about to change too. So if you were into like higher learning, if you guys were waiting for some type of loan, some type of grant to further your education, that's some good news coming in. If it has to do with religion, your philosophy, your philosophical view, it's like you're getting a wealth of information. You may gain like partnership. For some of you, this could be a mentor coming into your life. It could be a mentor. They said when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So for some of you, you're going to be getting into contact or someone with a similar philosophical views as you, maybe entering your life, maybe to teach you something. Okay, something that will expand on what you already know. Something to do with higher wisdom. Okay, more knowledge, more wisdom. For some of you, you may be learning some type of business. They're saying some type of business mentoring. Okay, so for those of you planning on becoming entrepreneurs, working for yourself, there's someone coming towards you with a wealth of knowledge that's going to help you in that sector. Okay, so all right, the energy is high, so I don't want to bring it down, but there was something trying to infiltrate the energy here, trying to talk about being taken advantage of when it comes to your wealth. Okay, when it comes to your, maybe someone was trying to cause you to doubt yourself or doubt what you believe in or doubt your beliefs. This could have been a partner or an associate, someone that you work with, that was trying to make it look like you're not as valuable as you are. Maybe this person is very abusive when it comes to spending. Like, this is an energy where they will spend yours even if they have their own. So What I'm getting is there is someone here who looks at you like you don't deserve to have what you have, or you don't deserve to have what's coming in for you. Okay, so if you've been single for a long time, there's a person here, they don't want you to be in any type of romantic relationship. They want you to feel like you're not good enough to be in a romantic relationship, like nobody's gonna love you, nobody wants you, nobody wants to be around you, and stuff like that. So it's giving me that you've learned to combat that type of energy, because when I first started the reading, I wasn't feeling any type of negativity. I was feeling like the energy was quite high and quite positive, and all of a sudden this energy just tried to sip in and sip through. So this is someone that may be trying to either get under your skin or to get other people to go against you. This could be a Taurus, this could be a Libra, or it could be a Sagittarius. So all of these signs are involved. Something to do, like I said, with your second house, something to do with your seventh house, something to do with your ninth house. So for some of you here, there could be a person that's downplaying on either your spiritual practices or who you've presented yourself to be. So this is a person who doubted that you had any type of spiritual gifts. This is a person that would, if you're starting like a spiritual business, or if you're starting some type of spiritual practice, they would talk down on it in order for you to walk away from it, or to leave it behind, or to not see it as valuable, or to not see it as something that the Most High has ordained you to do. Okay, so this is a person putting in a lot of fears, false information. This is a person sending unwarranted negativity towards you. Okay, just because of what you believe in, or whatever the undertaking is, because it could be something to do with spirituality when I see, or religion when I see Sagittarius. But it's also giving me like the second house, your material wealth. So if, for example, you say, okay, at the end of this year I'm gonna buy a house, and I'm gonna whatever, buy a car, or I'm gonna whatever that's practical on this realm, that's a luxury to you. Okay, that seems luxurious to you. If you were planning on making any type of big purchase, this is a person that's going to come in and tell you, oh yeah, you can afford the car, now, but what about the parts? What about when you have to change the parts on the car? Or what about when you have to change the oil on the car? Or girl, you know how expensive gas is. Like, they will try to downplay you, just in order for you not to make that picture, just in order to deter you from that purchase. Because what they feel like is that if you do get that luxury item, it's going to put you, like, it's going to boost your confidence or something like that, and they don't want you to be confident. Okay, they don't want you to be confident. So if it's a business, they're gonna talk about, oh, do you know how saturated that field is? I don't think it's a good idea for you to start that business or whatever. But they know that you have what it takes in order to manifest that business and make it a success. So they're going to try to downplay you and tell you, oh, that's not a good idea. So if this is also when it comes to relationships, if there's a person that's interested in you or whatever, either they're going to go to the person and tell that person, oh, you're interested in him, he's for the streets, or she's for the streets, or her ex said blah 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 blah, or his ex said blah 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 blah, or you know what he did to his ex, or like stuff like that, just to deter you from this person, or to deter a person from you. Now this could be a friend, okay, This could be an acquaintance, someone that you know. This could be a family member. This could even be your spouse. Okay, this could also be like a co-worker or something trying to talk bad about you to the boss. Okay, in order for them to try to get a leg up. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm getting here. Now, I was getting this energy before the Lionsgate portal, but the difference in this energy is that they have been discarded. Okay, they have been discarded. So what's happening here is like the remnants of that energy is trying to seep its way back in. Okay, it's trying to find its way back in. So if this is a person or organization or whatever, group, corporation, whatever, if they were doing like some type of spell work on you or anything to affect you negatively, the spell work and what they were doing, it actually backfired, and now they're trying to regroup. So it's telling me that they're scrambling. Okay, it's telling me that they're scrambling to either do this again, try this again, or they're looking for a whole new set of people to come against you or what you have going on, in order to try to deter you from what you're supposed to receive, or what you're supposed to create, or what you're supposed to achieve or buy or whatever. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right, Holy Spirit, what other messages do we have for the collective here? What other messages do we have for the collective, Holy Spirit? What other messages do we have for the collective? So they're still going hard in the paint, trying to like make their wishes come true or their dreams come true. Okay, they're still going hard in the paint. They're still trying to like fight, even though they know that they have already lost. Okay, even though that they know that they've already lost, they're still trying to maybe they're trying to hold on to what they have. Maybe they don't want to lose everything. Maybe they were sent towards you to take from you, and what ended up happening was they lost everything. Okay, so while they were on the crusade, okay, the crusade of maybe making you ill, maybe making you sick, maybe making you feel lackadaisical, maybe making you feel weak. Okay, in order to take from you, it looks like everything that they did, you overcame and you got the victory, you got the success. I'm not getting a backfire here, but I am getting that they're fighting among each other. Or maybe it is a backfire. That's why they're sick. Okay? That's why they're sick. So maybe they're trying to like sue you now. I knew it was something about a car. Yeah. It was something about a car, something they didn't want you to see. Introvert. They wanted you to be stressed out because they felt like they were professional when they were doing that. They wanted to keep that private. Okay, maybe they wanted to separate you from a car. Maybe they wanted to separate you from a purchase of a car, or it doesn't necessarily have to be a car. It could just be like a big purchase. Like I said, they were trying to separate you from that. That's why they were making a big deal. I'm hearing making a big deal about everything that you do. So this is someone or a group of people that know that going up against you was a bad idea. Okay, they knew going up against you was a bad idea, but they did it anyway, and they were not expecting the return that they were expecting. They didn't receive it. So now they're up in arms. They're arguing. Okay, they're blaming each other. Okay, they're blaming each other. They're saying maybe if they're blaming each other because there was a person in the group there was a person in the group here that didn't do what they were told to do. Okay, if like they were doing like something to cause you to like lose money, or to lose a partnership, or to block your intuition, to block your spiritual practices. Maybe one person was supposed to attack you when you were sleeping. Maybe one person was supposed to give you something to drink. Maybe one person was supposed to make up the lie and spread the rumor and the gossip. And the last person was probably supposed to get you into some type of I'm hearing argument, but what I was about to say is to get you into some type of accident, okay? Some type of accident. And the first, the first, the first person that was sent towards you, maybe to attack you in your sleep, and the other people, they did their part. But the last part, the person that was supposed to get you into the vehicular accident, or to get you hurt in some type of way, form or fashion, this person didn't come through. And that's why everything that they did, it was undone, because the last part, they never did the last part. The last part never took place. Maybe they went back and told their colleagues or their coven or whatever, yes, we did get that last part, but they didn't get it. That's why everything went haywire. Okay, they couldn't get the last part done. So if the last part was to take you out, maybe through like with the Sagittarius card here, I see like with the arrow, the bow and the arrow, it could be like try to poison you, or try to, like I said, get you into a car accident, or try to get you stabbed up or something like that, or to get attacked, to make it look like it was an accident that you got attacked, or someone was defending themselves, like self-defense, you know. Everything would have gone off without a hitch, but the last part they couldn't complete. Okay, they couldn't complete the last part. Okay, so Holy Spirit, why did they attack the collective? For what? What's the reason? I know it was because of money, but also veiled grudges. Grudges can be veiled in forgiveness. Recognize them to heal relationships. So this, like I said, the first card that came out was about relationships, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a relationship that you have with your family. It could be family relationship. It could be job, person, place, thing, whatever. Okay, it could even be like with your car dealership. Maybe they gave you a bad deal, you know what I mean? And they knew that there was problems with the car, but once they got that sale through, they were like, yes, we got him with the Triumph card. It's like, yes, we got him, definitely we got him. And then by you going and complain, you going in having a complaint or whatever, it's like, no, you're just doing too much. Like, did you put water in the carburetor? Did you put, what kind of gas did you put? Diesel? Like all types of stuff they coming up with, just for them not to give you either your money back, or to give you money that's owed to you. So this is giving me the energy where, say for example, you're supposed to go on a vacation and whatnot, you put in for your vacation, you know, you get paid vacation, all of a sudden they come up with a million rules and regulations, just because you put in for your vacation. So they're going to try to like make it seem like you broke one of the rules or whatever, just so either you don't get paid for your vacation, or you get let go, or some stupid shit. But it's all because they're envious and they've been holding a grudge against you. Okay, not necessarily when it comes to the dealership. That was just an example, but I'm giving an example of if it's a family member, or if it's a spouse, or a job or whatever. Very envious of you and what you have going on. So it seems like these people they cannot compete where they don't compare. So they're going to make up, like, they're just gonna make shit up, okay, in order to like sabotage you or to screw you over. Okay, envy is often secret. Recognize it to prevent its destructive effects. You already know that they're jealous of you. They've shown you many different ways and forms. They've shown you how envious they can be and how grudgeful they can be. Okay, so whatever they do, it don't surprise you. Okay, but for some of them now, it seems like they know that you know what they were all about. So some of them, they probably feeling guilty now. Some of them may want to apologize, but it's all a lie. They're very deceitful. Deceit can be hidden in trust and cover it to protect your integrity. So they're trying to take the heat off of them and try to put it on you. So if these are individuals that's been doing things against the law or against the company's rules or whatever, they're gonna try to put you in the hot seat. They're gonna try to make you the scapegoat in order for them to be able to escape what they've been doing. So if, for example, like, okay, say they've been stealing from the cash register, or they've been taking from some type of life insurance policy that they had in your name. They were expecting you to have already passed on in order for them to cash out, but you're still here. But there is a way that, sometimes when you have an insurance policy on a person, you can still cash out, even if the person is not cash out, but you can take like from the insurance policy whilst this person is still alive. So they know what they're doing is wrong. They know it. So they're gonna try to make it seem like you're the problem. You're the one causing the problem. You're the one making the issues or whatever. This is also bringing me back to, like, okay, the same thing for your vacation. So say you've given them your notice for vacation maybe a month, 2 months before you even took vacation. They're gonna like wait for the last minute to put in like some type of big order, just like a week or two before you go on vacation. They're gonna put a big ass order in, and when it's time for you to go on vacation, it's like, okay, so how am I gonna finish this workload if I'm gonna be on vacation next week? So this is like, it's sabotage. Okay, it's sabotage. In other words, that's all it is. It's sabotage, and they're being found out. Okay, now if they were trying to block you from actually receiving something, you've already received it. You've already received confirmation that it is yours. So no matter what they try to do behind the scenes, it's like they're just making themselves even more guilty. Okay, they're just making themselves look even more guilty than what you already know about them. And it's like every single time that they try to come towards you, or they try to do something, try to like block you, or try to cause some type of negativity in your life, they end up having like they end up being in like a worse situation than when they first started, or when they last tried. Okay, so okay, on your girl, okay. Whatever that means, I don't know. I've been on TikTok a little bit, so I've been hearing about the trends. I don't even need your fruit. I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. Message. Message, okay? That's a message. Divine timing, okay? You're gonna get all the information that you need at the right time. Okay, it's giving me energy where people are trying to like pass your work off as theirs, or this is an energy where people have been copying your work or trying to be like you. Okay, trying to create something that you've created. Maybe they've been going on your platform and whatever, trying to sniff out information. They're being exposed as well because the tower is coming in. You may be getting a message about a change when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to something that you're building, something that you look at as a child. You may also be getting a message about a child a child may be institutionalized, or a child may be um, maybe it's something to do with a child going off to college, or a child going off somewhere, a child going off somewhere, or a child coming home, or something like that. So all of these energies, that's prevalent as well. Then, like I said, there may be a masculine that's been wearing a mask. Okay, so I wasn't picking up the gender of whoever this person was that was playing in your energy, or trying to come towards you, or trying to like mess shit up for you. But it is giving me, they are telling me that this is a masculine energy. It could be a feminine energy with the mask. It could be a feminine energy in masculine energy, or this could just be a masculine, okay, that have been very deceitful. Someone who is this person may do well for themselves, but it could also be a feminine energy, okay, a feminine energy that's mad about your transformation. Maybe you're transforming, maybe your finances are transforming, maybe your finances are growing. Okay, they were not expecting for your finances to grow. This is the end of a phase of you getting messages of concern. This is the end of you getting bad news with the Nine of Pentacles. And this here, with the Nine of Pentacles and the coffin, or whatever this is here, the dead, or whatever this Anubis, okay? This is the end of you getting a message of concern, and this is the end of you, if you were struggling financially, maybe if someone was trying to take away your abundance or whatever, this is the end of that, and it's a time for you to celebrate, okay? Whoever this person is, they're now in bad health, or you're going to hear about them being in bad health. I'm getting a lot of energy where with this child, the message in the house is also telling me that if you had any like childhood trauma, okay? If you had any childhood trauma, it's stamped, how they say it? Sealed, stamped, and delivered, that you have overcome, okay? That you have overcome with the Tower. You have overcome. And it's making a lot of people sad, okay? It's making a lot of people sad because they wanted you stuck in an energy where it's a non-ending cycle. It's a non-ending cycle. They wanted you to be stuck in a non-ending cycle. But if the Six of Wands is telling me that you're victorious over all of the sorrow, you may have experienced a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain, okay? So some of you here, you may have been ill, okay? For some of you may have been ill. You may have had a child that was ill as well, a child that was sick here, okay? And you're getting the message that it's two, when it comes to the child here, it's two things. It could be if that child was sick and they couldn't get like some type of the reason, or they couldn't get like the cause of the illness. It's something hereditary, okay? It's something hereditary. But what they were treating this child for something. I'm hearing the wrong medication. They was giving this child the wrong medication, okay? Because with the Seven of Cups here, this is on the Page of Swords. This is giving me wrong medication, wrong diagnosis, okay? Wrong medication, wrong diagnosis. So instead of giving this person something like some pharmaceutical some type of pharmaceutical medication, this person needs plant medication, or herbs, or it could be something spiritual too, a spiritual cleanse or something like that. So someone may have something attached to them and they need to get a spiritual cleanse, a spiritual cleansing. This could also be something that's with the mind. And with the rainbow, I'm seeing the rainbow twice, emphasizing the rainbow is emphasized here. And we know that there's certain deities that represent the rainbow, okay? They're actually telling me they're telling me it's Saint Michael. 7-day candle. Yeah, they're telling me St. Michael 7-day candle. That's what they're telling me. St. Michael 7-day candle. They may have to take a 7-day bath, or it could be a 7-day fast. Okay? A water fast. They said a water fast. Okay. All right. Oh, why am I shuffling this one? Yeah, that's the key. That's the key right there. Okay. So if you've been feeling like, oh, you're about to die, or you're about to lose your life, or you're about to do this, that's what they wanted, but that's not what's gonna happen. That's what didn't happen. Now, for some of you here, someone may be under judgment because of something that they did to a child. I'm not gonna go too much into that, but someone may be under judgment for something that they did to a child. I feel like they wanted you to take the fall for it, but like I said, scapegoat energy, it's not happening here. Okay, everybody who did they did will have to take responsibility for their actions. Holy Spirit, what other messages do we have here? What other messages do we have here? You're moving on to bigger and better things. You're going on towards calmer waters is what I'm getting here. Okay, the actions that you took, you took swift action when it came to something, and the actions that you took is paying off. The Eight of Pentacles. So this could have been someone, like I said, either in your workplace or someone that was actually doing work on you to try to bring you down, or to try to have you as a sacrifice or something, try to sacrifice you, or have you sacrifice. For some of you, someone may have sacrificed a child or tried to sacrifice a child with the action they took. They were paid to do this. Okay, they were paid to do this. It was planned. All right, it was planned. Yeah, with the Tower here and the Ace of Cups, the Holy Spirit stepped in, divine timing. Holy Spirit stepped in, and they defended you. They defended you. They defended your child. They defended whatever it is that they were trying to do. Like the Holy Spirit was just standing in the way. The Most High God was like, not on my watch. Like it could have something to do with time as well. Maybe something to do with a schedule. Okay, something to do with a schedule. Maybe they were scheduling this, or they were trying to schedule when was the best time to attack you. Maybe when you're at a very in a vulnerable stage. Like I said, when you're asleep, you're very vulnerable. Okay, they could have tried to they could have tried to maybe take advantage of you or something like that. Okay, Holy Spirit, what other messages do we have here? But the actions that you take, you were guided to take swift action, and the actions that you took, they worked. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this could have been a couple that was doing that, or a couple that was coming up against you. For some of you, this is telling you that if you've been single for a long time and there was someone playing in your energy, trying to keep you single, trying to keep you lonely or whatever, you have a partnership coming in here because it's time. Okay, the wheel is going in your favor. That's what they wanted. They wanted to stop the wheel from going in your favor when it comes to partnership. Maybe you want this person, you're going to be in a partnership where you're going to open up some type of business, do some type of they say in charity work, but the two of you will be able to build that business up to a level where it's going to be like I'm hearing a multi-million-dollar company or something. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups under here. Yeah, they were trying to make you sick, or if you're a mother, they were trying to make your child sick because they wanted you to pass on. Okay, they wanted you to pass on, but like I said, you're going towards you're sailing towards calmer waters. So you're not even fighting with anyone anymore. I feel like for a lot of you, you're just resting right now. It's like you're putting everything to rest, or they wanted to put you to rest, or this person, they know now that they need to put it to rest. Okay, with all the protests and all of the shenanigans, everything that they've been doing, they need to put it to rest. Okay, there's a new opportunity for you here, a new opportunity where you're the one that's chosen to bring whatever it is that you're trying to work on or you're trying to create into fruition, okay, into this physical realm, in order for things to, like, oh no, that's not what they're saying. They're saying you've brought this into fruition. You've brought this into fruition. So everything they were talking about, all the lies they were making upon you, they need to put it to rest, because the backfire. It could have been a King of Swords as well. A King of Swords that may have had a grudge against you. This person may have been in love with you, or this is someone that hates how people love you, how people interact with you, how the Most High love you, how the Most High interact with you, how the Most High bring maybe answers your prayers, or the connection that you have with the Most High. They were probably jealous of the connection that you and the Most High God have. Yeah, and they did do some type of binding work on you, some type of binding magic. It doesn't necessarily have to be a King of Swords, but this could be the person that's been trying to, like, mess your shit up. Okay, they haven't let you go. Even though you let them go, they haven't let you go. You may have ghosted this person. Yeah, you may have ghosted them. Okay, and they felt like you betrayed them. Okay, it could have been that when you ghosted this person, you triggered some type of childhood wound in them, and that's why they came after you like that with the Eight of Wands. That's why they came after you like that. That's why they came after you, to destroy everything that you have, or everything that you ever had, or everything that you will ever have. But when this person came towards you, this person came towards you on some type of they were trying to steal something from you, something that's valuable. They were trying to steal something. They were trying to steal. This could have been someone that you separated from, and then you guys reconciled. Okay, and when you reconciled with them, this person was even worse than when you guys separated the first time. So they came back on a whole new agenda, maybe to steal something from you, something probably to do with your spirituality, something to do with your philosophy, maybe something to do with your money, something to do with your, yeah, they wanted you broke. They wanted you loveless. They wanted you out of a job. They wanted you, oh wow, yeah. They wanted you to turn your back on the Most High God, okay? Is what I'm getting here. So they came back with an agenda. And what happened was that when they came back with the agenda, it backfired on them. So they came to take everything from you, and they lost everything. Holy Spirit, what else do we have here? We have the Six of Wands, because you're experiencing the victory. Like I said, the actions that you took, the decisions that you made, it was cold and cutting, but it was necessary. Okay, it was totally, definitely necessary, because you have the new beginning. You have the Ace of Wands under the deck. Okay, meaning that with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups, with the High Priestess and the Emperor and the Star, woo! You have the Ace of Wands, you have the Six of Cups, you have the High Priestess, Emperor, and the Star. So it definitely had something to do with either your spirituality, like I said, or all three: your spirituality, your philosophy, your religion, what you believe in, what your worth is, what your value. Okay, it could be, is also, not and is also. Not and is also. What the hell are you talking about? But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. The stuff to do with the second house, stuff to do with the seventh house, and stuff to do with your ninth house. Okay? And that's what they were after. So they were out to steal, kill, and destroy. Okay? Break you and make you ache in every facet of your life. Okay? That's what it is. But God had other plans. The Most High God had other plans. Okay, and then they're just salty. Okay? They're just salty because their plan didn't work. They may have had a few people working with them, or this could have been an entire organization. Like I said, with the Seventh House Corporation, it could have been a whole coven, a whole cult. Okay? So, what other messages do we have here for the collective, Holy Spirit? What other messages do we have here for the collective? What other messages do we have here for the collective, Holy Spirit? Some of you may just be getting like a new car. I already said that. Some of you may be getting a new home. For some of you here, you may be getting some type of a new job, some type of new business opportunity. Some of you are becoming entrepreneurs. Okay. For some of you here, if you're going through some type of legal battle, legal issue, or whatever, you have the power. You have not the power. You have the upper hand in the situation. Okay, you have the upper hand in the situation. If it has something to do with some type of separation, some type of settlement, yes, you're going to be very happy with the outcome here. So we have hustling, making it rain, focused on money and getting it. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Same shit, different day. That's all they think about. All they think about is how you make your money, or how much money you have. This person may have been threatening you, but now they're intimidated because they see that you're not the one to fucking play with. They've been digging, trying to figure out how to sabotage you or sabotage what you have going on, looking for dirt on you. Okay, this person may have been bullying you as well. Like I said, very harsh words, very cruel. Okay, trying to put you down. They may have made fake accounts online, fake social media accounts to spy Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or they may have hired a person on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter to like threaten you or intimidate you or bother you or bully you or something like that. But you already have the inside scope. So anything that they do, you don't put anything past anybody anymore. You already have a closer look at the inside scope. You know these people are nosy and always in your business, always talking shit. Maybe they were talking a lot of shit online about you, but they know that you're uninterested and you're unbothered actually, because they're always partying. It's always a party for them. They don't take their lives seriously and then want to turn around and try to force things on other people. So if you're say you know you have an early day tomorrow, so you make sure you go to sleep early in order for you to wake up early, in order for you to get things done early, because you know you got stuff to do for that day. They don't do that. Okay, they stay on the internet all night looking at you, making fake accounts, putting nasty reviews or posts or whatever on the internet just to try to intimidate and bully you. And then they know they got a early day tomorrow, but they're not paying attention to that. They're more paying attention to themselves. So it's like you're not letting what these people do anymore, okay, affect you. You're blocking out all types of negativity. You're escaping crazy people because you know there's some haters, and they're always gonna be haters. That's always fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy. You know they're a show off. And you know, if you block this person, or if you walked away from this person, or you ghosted this person, you actually dodged the bullet. Okay, and they may be careless. So they may have said, oh, she don't even have a car, or you don't even have a car. Now they're careless, or they're having car issues, car problems. The car may be being repoed or something like that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a car. They could be losing their job, they could be losing all of their money, they could be losing their relationship, they could be losing the protection of their spiritual team, you know, all types of stuff like that. So all of these things that they wanted for you is actually happening to them. You're the queen or king rising, stepping into your power. okay? You bring praise, you're coming up in the spotlight, and that's what they didn't want for you, this wolf in sheep's clothing, because they already know that you don't give a damn about them, and everything that they were doing, you know, it was fake. They were always faking it. You know, they're bankrupt. You know, they're bankrupt, and they were just trying to get a come up off of you. Okay, so this is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you, and I'll be back with more messages for you guys.